EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. More now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
A gain there of 21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
This one deep for Wilson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2nd and 5.
Throwing again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Conner is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to run with Conner. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we got it covered.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, it might be the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
From the shotgun, O'Connell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of 20, and the Raiders first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here's O'Connell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And O'Connell now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw here, O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He's got room to roam. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 33 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The Cardinals, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Into space at the 45.
Powering his way forward. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down throw, O'Connell.
And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Caught out right by Renfro.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's Murray.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me, it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now O'Connell.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Brought down at the 20.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
O'Connell looking to throw yet again. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Murray now to throw.
That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Murray off play action. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Murray. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. One more. 27 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here comes second down. Here's O'Connell. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Raiders trying to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. O'Connell. Pass complete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is first and 10.
Murray, one final try. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the
for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Murray. Caught by Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They
Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 61 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Murray going to throw. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Here comes Grant on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Chubb running right.
Now inside the 25. Nick Chubb.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 56 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now.
This is taken in by McBride.
And they're going to have this this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Marcus Smith is negative. Was he just getting back to the line of scrimmage? But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 43 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Watson. Got it to Bell on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get this to Bell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Moore, the man in motion. They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's Watson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. David Njoku, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Browns 28, Cardinals 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Moore now to return. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Dallas.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down, Prescott.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Prescott on first down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
3rd down and 6.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Dallas.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This one swung out to Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard to about the 40-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Prescott to throw it. Played.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is third and 10. To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
They run it again with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a live last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right?
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
But Charles, we retreated to an